Hi there, I wanted to create a video that explains the process of how to fix broken UVs. So if you've ever opened up a diffuse that you've exported out of Zbrush and it looks something like this, if you've seen this before, you have what's called the broken UV problem, broken UV syndrome. What I want to show is a process of going through Zbrush and 3D Studio Max to fix this. Because it pops up a lot. So let's start with some basics here. Here is my Zbrush subtool, and it's at level 1. And we go up to level 7, and it looks like all is okay. I don't have any UVs on this, as evidenced by this button is ghosted, and all these buttons are ghosted, so there's no UVs. So let's go get some UVs out of 3D Studio Max. So this tool is selected. I'm going to apply the unwrap UVW, open it up, and look, it's got UVs on it. Great. There they are. I'm going to export this. Export selected as an OBJ, and we'll call this skin with UVs. Alright. I'll replace that. Now these are important. Okay, we want the texture coordinates, and we'll leave normals and smoothing on, and we got to make sure we're doing polygons just in case we have any tries in here. Everything else is turned off, and we're going to flip YZ because otherwise it'll be upside down. So hit export, and we have 940 polygons. Say done. Go back to ZBrush, go to the lowest subdivision right here, and go to import, and say skin with UVs and open. Okay. No news is good news in this situation. We didn't get any messages, and so I'm fairly confident that all is well. We slide it back up to level 7. We go to textures, and look, we have UVs. So I say new from UV map, and there they are. And this is our first indication that something is not quite right. You can see it's a little fractured here. We have little squares. It's the first indication of broken UV syndrome, BUS. Alright, so if I do new from polypaint, there it is. You know, we say clone texture, and we mouse over, and you can see those things are broken. We have problems. So I export this out of ZBrush, I go look at it in Photoshop, and there it is. So how do we fix this? Okay, we go down, let's get rid of this mess. We go down to the lowest subdivision level. We export this because it's no sense going back to 3D Studio Max and re-exporting this again and seeing if it fixes, because we just demonstrated that it didn't work. So let's start one step further. Let's go back to ZBrush and export out of here, and then go back to Max, fix it, and then bring it back. So we export out of ZBrush. We'll call this skin with broken UVs. Okay, let's go to Max, and I'll just slide this broken one out of the way, and we'll import skin with broken UVs in. Okay, it's really important that you bring it in as an editable poly. We don't want to retriangulate the polygons. And we'll bring in the texture coordinates because seemingly they're broken. We want to fix them, and we'll do smoothing groups and normals, everything else off, and flip YZ. Import it. Give it a new name. Okay, there it is. Let's apply the unwrap modifier. Open it up. And look, it seems like it's the way we made it. But I want to show this, I guess you could call it a trick. And let me give you some background information before I do this trick. An OBJ file, which is what we're exporting out of ZBrush, is simply a text file with all of the vertices in a list. So this V here stands for vertice, and they're in an order, and they go clockwise around your model. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's get down to the V ends. This is the normals of the OBJ file. Let's keep going. The VTs, keep going. There's the VTs. This stands for vertex texture coordinates. So right here, the VTs are your UV coordinates. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rewrite this. We're going to rewrite these VTs, and we're going to do that by coming back to 3D Studio Max. We're going to go to our vertice mode, select all. Let's open up our options, preferences, and I want to make this threshold as low as I possibly can. So I'm going to type in 0.001 and hit OK. And then I'm going to go Tools, Weld Selected. Now, what I've done is I have overwritten the OBJ file in those VTs like I just showed you. So now I'm going to Export, Selected. We'll call this Skin with Fixed UVs. And we have the same settings that we did before. Texture coordinates, normal, smoothing groups, polygons. Export. Same number of polygons. Done. I'm going to go just open this up. Skin with fixed UVs. And let's look at this with Notepad. And we're just going to scroll down to the VTs. And if I run a difference here, there's not going to be any difference, but by mere virtue of overwriting this part of the file, Zbrush is going to pick it up differently. Okay, so now I'm going to import skin with fixed UVs. Okay, seemingly no change. We go up to the highest subdivision level, and we go look from new from UV map, and look, we don't have that fractured squares anymore. So I'll clear this, and I'll say new from polypaint. There it is. I'll go clone, and now we don't have any problems. It's fixed. So it seems like it's a silly trick, but what you're doing is you're getting Zbrush to reread the OBJ file correctly, and you're solving the broken UV problem. You can make this process a lot faster by using GoZ, and if you want to do all your subtools at the same time, press the All button on GoZ, and you can go to Max, Maya, Modo, Cinema 4D, whatever you're using. So I hope that's helpful. I really hope that you can use this process to get past this technical challenge and make better 3D art. Thank you for watching.